My name is Yvonne Castellan. My son is Alfredo Rodriguez. He has ADHD.
How old was Freddie when they detected that he had ADHD? When did you find out about his diagnosis?
He was 7, and we started having. Well, actually, I was a single mom. I didn't. I didn't know. I didn't pay attention about his behavior at school. Or his grades at school. So when I changed him from one school to another one, that school started paying attention to my son, and that's when they let me know that something was wrong with his grades, with his reading, and with his behavior.
So when did he get the help after his diagnosis when he was 7 years old? Did he start getting help at school when he was 10 or when he was 12?
He started getting help actually until he started until 12 years old. I try to get some parent counseling, and also we have a psychologist. I tried to speak with the schools or the school back then, and it was not help for us until I moved him from the old school to this one, and this school was so great. It was amazing the way that they help us right away.
So what were they doing for him before? Was he placed in any special education class, or was he still in a regular class without support?
Actually, he has some classes, like an extra class, helping, and a teacher, like a one-on-one, but not all day. It was just like a certain time, like they were pulling him out of the
RSP.
class. Yeah, RSP. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't. I wasn't really involved in that part. Not because I don't want to, right? But it was because it was really hard to involve, and some schools that they were not helping us properly until last year when this teacher came really worried about him. He was on 6th grade when he's supposed to be in 7, and he was on reading on level 2nd grade, books for 2nd grade kids.
So what you're telling me is that it took one good teacher?
Yeah, one good teacher can
to make a difference.
Yes.
By any chance, did she attend University of Laverne?
I'm not sure
I'm
about
just
that
kidding.
one. I'm not that sure about that one, but it's a really good teacher, young. I think that she studies from, I could talk to her. She has master degrees in psychologist.
Okay.
Yeah, and she was working with him. Even she was strict. He was complaining a little bit, but he gave the best of him on that school, and the kids I think liked him too, and I think that was a big improvement and a step for him.
I'm happy to hear that. And can you tell me or talk a little bit about Freddie's behavior at home?
Right now?
Well, before, after diagnosis, and now that he's getting extra support.
I'm gonna talk about a little bit of Alfredo, from the things that I remember, that I try to go back, trying to. I remember Alfredo was a quiet kid. He always loves play video games. Since he was like 3 years old, he was a master of video games. Something that I really didn't realize until right now, that it was not helping him that much. I remember one time when he was 3 years old, I told him to play with his toys, or picking them up actually, and he was just staring at me like, I don't know, what the hell are you telling, or what do you want? I'm telling you to pick up your toys. he was just staring at me. He didn't, I don't know if he understand the concept. I don't know if he was getting what I was saying. I really, or understanding anything about that. And he never picked them up. He never picked them up. I argue with him. I yell. I scream. I get mad. I spank him. I confess, and nothing. No response. Like it was just like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. He used to go to school. I remember. I never have complaints about him being friendly, but he was really hyper all the time. Not hyper in the bad way, but always distracting others. He talks like me a lot, but it's a problem for him at school. Teachers, over years after 7, when he got the diagnostic, I remember this teacher, really good teacher too. He was trying to help Alfredo, trying to give him compliments, trying to do different ways his
Strategy.
yeah, his strategies. Yeah.
And how has his behavior changed now? Do you see a big difference?
Yeah, well, he's older now. He's still sometimes being a little boy, and he's still in that part. When I say to do stuff, he just don't want to do things. I don't know. I don't know. It is because his diagnostic about ADHD, or it is just because he's in the age of he's been transferring from a teenager, and trying to be against to mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm very happy to hear that he finally got the help and that one teacher does make the difference. Thank you so much, Yvonne, for your time.